so loud. Hey guys, turn it down.
Turn it down.
We're live and we're yelling at our kids to turn down their show.
What are your kids doing right now?
Because we bribed them on Monday nights.
With love.
And
movies.
Without the internet. So it's only movies that we have downloaded. Hi.
I'm going to get rid of this pillow form.
Did you not like that as a background?
It's kind of, I think it's
brown?
from 1970. Honest to goodness. It's my grandparents' beach house.
Oh.
That sounds fancy. They had a condo on Lake Belton. It's not that fancy.
I was just thinking, whenever I was pouring coffee, that your cup is so dainty and like pretty, and mine is fat and is the color of poop.
Yeah.
Hi.
Mine's from the dollar store. Does that work? Kat Stommer, good to see you, girlfriend. Glad you're here.
Okay, so you called her Kat. It's Catherine. So have y'all been
y'all been
hanging?
Me and Kat, we go way back.
Awesome.
Yeah, Kat's on Carrie's team. Kat's like, great.
Awesome.
Oh, Journey Back Home, you're getting your shed. You're going to order it tomorrow. Tell us who you're ordering it through. That's amazing.
Congratulations. That's so cool. Woohoo.
Botters. Us and the Botters. We're on the same coffee wavelength. Billy Montgomery, I am so glad to see you here on a live. Yay!
Is that Billy? Billy from like a long time ago, Billy?
Uh-huh.
Billy, how are you? Where have you been?
Mandy, glad to see you, sister. All our Katie friends are on here.
Have you been promoting this?
We always promote it. It's every day I'm oiling. We're always promoting. Okay, right. Here's a shameless pitch for doTERRA's chapstick, but I'm going to tell you this. I've been using for the last 2 days the EOS, and I got it because I got a bunch of them from Costco, and I was bribing my kids with them.
What is EOS?
It's not that good. It's the one that's shaped like an egg.
The eggs.
Yeah. No, this is so much better.
That's why I always have this in my pocket.
But if you are joining us, oh, look, Mandy's saying hey to Kat. That's awesome. Dirksen in Missouri, awesome. We really like the Dirksen sheds. That was the very first one that we ever looked at. Drew's in front of the coffee maker.
What kind of coffee maker?
Oh, Billy, I hope you're doing well and on the mend. I'm so glad you're on today. We're going to talk about oils and kids, but don't worry, we're still going to talk about oils that apply to grown-ups too. So
I like to hijack these. So I posted about the incubator over on Instagram.
Yes.
And I have a lot new people. It's really cool
new egg followers
because everybody's so excited about pretty egg incubations. Yeah, you need to. I'm on a beach a week. Kelly and I have a little competition of who
hits 1,000.
Yeah, we'll already have 1,000.
Oh, I don't.
Who will have the bigger Instagram account?
I wouldn't say it's that. I think the more vibrant Instagram account.
Oh, well, you win.
Who's commenting? Who's chatting?
That's totally not me. I don't. I just
not a chatter.
I just run the name.
Yes, Mandy, it is doTERRA chapstick. There's 3 kinds, and I'll give you the rundown. Do not buy the tropical. It tastes like tropical. It doesn't taste good.
It tastes gross.
Get the herbal is my favorite.
No, it will make you suffer. I don't like it.
It's wonderful.
A lot of people
It is light and spearminty and wonderful. It is so good. But Bo likes the original.
But is there anything wrong?
No,
with
the original is great.
Of peppermint and wild orange.
The original is great.
Is great.
Okay. When you say Chemex, is that Carmex? Because if that is what you use, girl, you need to drop it. Ooh. Drop the Carmex, Ashley. Pick up the doTERRA. It's so much better. That? Ashley Botter.
What?
She said Chemex. I don't know if that's Chemex or Carmex.
No, we have.
You know what Bo is obsessed with?
Kelly orders me 3 a month because I never take them out of my pockets and I always wash them. And then they disappear in the dryer.
No.
The container stays.
Chemex coffee. I don't even know, but this sounds amazing.
Chemex coffee.
I right now am begrudgingly grinding like 5-pound bags of beans. I knew that was going to come up at Costco and then bringing home ground coffee. In this coffee pot we don't even really love, but it was there for us when we really needed it, and now we can't abandon it. Oh, pour over. Girl, you have sexy coffee. That's all I can say. Oh, Kat's like raising her hand. She's like, I'm so excited for your egg venture. Yeah, girl, I'm calling it. I'm very egg-cited at this great egg experiment.
You haven't even told me that. That's so creative. Good job, you.
Is it?
Yes,
is it that creative, or did you just not think of it?
I never think of these things, though. You're so much better.
Okay, all right. Amanda, thank you for reeling us back in. We should really say hello. Thank you guys for being on. If you know us, yay, we're glad to see you again. If we haven't gotten to chat yet, then I am Kelly, and this is Bo, and this is our YouTube channel, Better Together Life. We just recently moved from the suburbs to our homestead in Central Texas, and we are doing all the things for the first time, except for oils. So we do a Monday night live here every Monday night on oils. It's called Every Day I'm Oiling, and you're going to hear from just me tonight, which is kind of lonesome. I mean, Bo's here as well, but kind of lonesome for us because we've had amazing team members. Amazing team members with us for the last 2 weeks. Our friend Mary chatted with us about oils in the brain and brought her expertise on special needs families. Carrie and I talked about DIYing, and if you remember that we would rather DIE than DIY, then you really get my perspective on doing it yourself. But I do have a couple of things that I'm going to show you tonight that make it easier for you to use oils with your kids. So tonight's topic is essential oils in kids. One way we went and said, are essential oils safe? And if you're here, we'll go ahead and get to that. And the other way we went was essential oils in kids. Ooh, you could take an Instagram shot for us right now.
That's what I'm doing things.
Ooh, like Instagram.
I'm just sharing them with everybody.
Is essential oils for kids, myths, facts, and fiction. So we have been using essential oils for the last 6 years, a little bit longer if you count my pregnancy. That was you guys being on Instagram. And when we started with oils, we really didn't know a lot. In fact, that was a time where we would get into a room and we would be the first one to introduce someone to essential oils. Like even if we were just at church or gymnastics and we were using oils with our kids or with ourselves, a lot of people would ask us, what's that smell? And then we would tell them. So they would say, I had never heard of essential oils. By the time we moved away from Katie, most people that we would like hang out with that we'd never met before would know about essential oils. And sometimes they would know about essential oils because someone that we introduced to oils introduced them. So we were all connected in some kind of way. So tonight, the goal is, our whole intention of being here together with you is dispel some of the myths that might be keeping you from using oils safely with your kids, encourage you with some safety tips so that you feel confident using your oils. And if you don't have your oils already, we want to connect you either with the person who told you about tonight or with our team and help you get the oils that you need. So first things first, Bo is going to be in the comments. He's going to moderate next to me, but we're going to have some team members in the comments as well. I know Mandy is here and Kat is here, and they're on our team and love their oils. The Botter Homestead is here, and they're going to be able to answer your questions as well. So as you guys have questions, yeah, Billy Montgomery is here too. So as you guys have questions, go ahead and feel free to comment back or raise questions right here in the chat. If you've never done a live before, the chat is where we just kind of like connect as community. You might be chatting back and forth with somebody else and barely even listening to us. That's totally okay. But what we want to do here tonight is give you a way to stay connected with us and people on our team. Every Monday, we're bringing you a different topic. So we have coming up oils and hormones. We have oils and detoxifying your house. So taking the toxic things. I know it's detoxifying, but focusing on toxic, taking the toxic things and swapping them out for something that's healthier for you. My friend Kelly is going to come talk on that in a couple weeks. She is an emergency medicine kind of background. She's a PA who is currently starting up with all of her essential oil stuff as well. So she's got an actual science background. Then she's got what a lot of you are still on the fence about with oil science, and she's going to bring the two of them together and talk about her family experience with, it's not just toxic mold syndrome, but with like a propensity or a biological predisposition to being susceptible to toxins in the environment. So I know that might not be for everyone, but everybody uses something on their countertops, something on their floors, something under their arms, something in the shower, right? We're putting these chemicals on our body, and Kelly's going to talk to us about how to make smarter choices with that so that you have a more vibrant, vital, like life full of vitality. So I want to make sure that you guys come back for that. And then next week is essential oils and hormones, not just for the ladies, but for the whole family. So that's with me right back here. So Bo's going to put a link in the comments. This is to our giveaway. And because we're talking all about kids today, I am giving away our Stronger blend. This is a blend of essential oils. We took the best of our protective blend that we use called On Guard, and we reformulated it into something for specifically mild oils for skin, mild oils for kids, and this is what's in this bottle. So in this one, it only has 4 oils with a coconut oil base. It has cedarwood, litsea, frankincense, and rose. So the rose is like a really describe. But if you have friends who need to hear about oils, go ahead and send them a quick text to jump onto youtube.com/bettertogetherlife, and they're going to get to connect with us here and even be entered into the giveaway. It's not nice not to share it, even if you make your odds better by not inviting people to this. Oh yeah, make sure my phone Wi-Fi is turned off.
We have to turn off every single device here in the country.
I know. Yay, Mandy's excited about the hormones giveaway. Botters, yes, giveaway. Oh, Mandy, excited about the hormones class. Yes, I'm not giving away my hormones. That'd be weird. Yay, Eric's excited about kids and oils. Eric, if you're excited about it, hit that thumbs up. And then if you haven't yet, go ahead. And yeah, Eric Rosendahl. Make sure that you put your... hit that little alarm looking button on our YouTube channel, and that way you'll get notifications every Monday night that we're going to do these events. So you'll be excited about that. Yay, Amanda Webb, on it, girl. Okay, good. Now let us know your first names and where you're from if you're open for it, because we want to say hey to you, but sometimes your name doesn't match up with the account name. Like sometimes your account name is like, no joke, none of your business. So if that's you, I don't want to call you none of your business. I want to call you by your name. So let's get to know each other here tonight, and let's give you some real help with this because we're excited to be connected with you guys. Oh, yay, Amanda and Burleson. That's awesome. Jen, hey, Jen, there you are. I'm hoping you're loving your oils. I hope those got to you. Let me know if you got your prize from last week.
DJ?
Yes, we want to give the link. Oh, you know what? Botters, we went ahead and deleted the oils in the brain video. The thing that stinks about that is when we do live events like this, if we can keep them compliant, you guys can chat away with whatever questions you have. But from our end, we've got to be really generic in the way that we answer them in terms of systems. Mary gave such a great presentation. We left it up for 2 days and just had it as information for you guys. But you are welcome to connect with anybody on our team to help you get oils or to talk specifically about the interest. So like, yes, absolutely. Mary is amazing, but because of her really, really in-depth knowledge, we had to take that one down after just a couple of days. So I hate to do that for you guys, but I think you're going to love these. So make sure that you are on live because you've got the best bet when you are on live. Hey, Casey, glad to see you here. I'm glad you're not stuck in the middle of work.
Recording of that week that we can...
We may have the recording. Yeah, Botters, if you send me an email, remind me an email, and I'll double check to see if I have that recorded from Zoom itself. All right, you guys are ready. You've been on here for almost 18 minutes now, and we need to honor your time and say thank you for being here. Thank you guys for watching. YouTube is certainly our side gig, and doTERRA is our main income. This is how we got to leave the suburbs. God's provision was totally for Bo to quit his job and then do doTERRA full time together. And that's why we say it's better together, because we kind of like each other.
It really, yes.
Yeah.
Like anytime we're not, yes. It like the whole well. Better together thing. Mm-hmm. It's so much better for us.
And we think it's better together because you guys are here. Yeah. Honestly, our channel would not exist without you giving the thumbs up. Our channel would not exist without your views or your questions or a lot of you joining our team. This is pretty amazing to get to spend time with you like this here every week. So thank you guys for being here. And we don't make light of all the questions that you ask and concerns that you have. So we're going to jump right in with oils and kids. And I want to know what your concerns are. So leave it in the chat. What do you want to know most about tonight? What myths or facts have you heard that you want us to confirm or deny? And then what do you want to know about oils specifically for your family and your family's needs? We're going to focus on kids, but we're going to leave time at the end for Q&A. And make sure you're hanging on here so you can enter to win your stronger blend. Okay. So let's jump into this right now. Essential oils with kids. Kids are not just small adults, but in many ways, what we use for us as grownups can be what we use for our kids in terms of essential oils, and even along the same lines as supplements in a lot of cases. So when we got into essential oils, well, you can tell them the very first oil you ever got for us. Do you remember what that was?
Peppermint?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, whenever you were pregnant.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Am I allowed to say, I'll let you say it.
Yeah. So, Bo's always nervous to talk about oils. He's like, crap, then we're going to have to take down this video. So when I was pregnant with Ollie, we had a midwife, and that was the first time we got to have a baby with a midwife, and then had the next three, all our last three babies in the water in the Katy Birth Center. We love that place, and we love the midwives there. I'm actually teaching a class in Katy at the Katy Birth Center on the 25th this month. So if you're in Katy and you want to come do specific oils and moms and kids class, then come. You're going to love it.
I can't come and live stream it. I have to take care of the eggs.
Yeah, he'll be here.
Babysitting.
Egg sitting. So that was when we very first experienced essential oils. But then we learned more about them and realized, there's a variety of essential oils in everything. There's a variety of essential oils in the soaps that we use, in the food that we eat, gum that we chew. And there are oils all around us. We just don't know that that's what they are. So when we got introduced to doTERRA, it was for our kids. I got that very first peppermint. It was a different brand when I was pregnant with Ollie and wasn't well. But when we got into oils, like ordered a kit and got started, it was because we needed solutions that we couldn't get over the counter. When we were turning to something for our kid who had the sniffles, or our babies who were too small to take something, we needed a safer, more effective solution for them. So if that's you and you're like, just right now, take a quick inventory and consider, if I had a better option, a safer, less toxic option, or a more natural option is even the best way to think about it, because maybe the things in your house you don't think are toxic yet, right? So if you need a safer, more effective option, just take mental note of like what's most important for you in that. If you're taking physical notes, go ahead and write that down. What are the few, maybe top 3 things that you would think of that are most important to you to use with your kids or with yourself as a safer, more effective option for you? Yeah, go ahead. So if you're thinking of that, then here's how we're going to formulate tonight. Just feel free when you're ready, type that into the chat and let us know what's most important to you tonight. So for us, when we first got, lemon, lavender, and peppermint for you and your kids, absolutely. So when we first got into oils, we were looking at something for our 2-year-old and our 3-month-old. At first, we weren't using oils at all. We had just gotten into a clean eating diet. We were eating whole food. We were eating paleo at the time. And we needed something to kind of complement that. So we needed something for mood, like stress, anxious feelings. My 2-year-old at the time still displays this today, but is more controlled with maturity for sure. Just transition. We would go from one activity to the next and he would lose his mind. He doesn't mind me talking about this because I asked him if that was okay for me to share. And he said, yes, oils help me feel better when I don't know what to do. So if you have a kid who maybe says, I feel really confused right now. Everett's very articulate. And he would say, I feel very confused right now, or I just don't know what to do right now, or I'm feeling really frustrated. He might not say, you told me we could do this and you're changing the plan. These were things that he would express even at 3 years old. So we had oils for mood. We also really needed oils for immune system, because it was one thing when our kids, like we had just one kid, right? It was just 2 grownups and one X factor. Then when we added the second kid, I don't know if this is the same for you guys, like give a sign of solidarity. If once you added a second and a third and maybe 4th kid, or 7 if you have them, that X factor became exponential. Like we weren't dealing just with one kid exposed to all the things. It was like to the nth degree, we were getting hit after hit, and we would go down like dominoes, and it felt like we felt that way for months. So we needed immune support. So we turned to doTERRA for that as well. Yeah, Amanda, that's exactly how we felt. And then the last thing was like digestion. We were just going through this big shift in our diet. We were starting to feel better, but would still feel really sluggish. And we needed a real option that was going to work for that for us, but then for our kids too. So sometimes, later on with doTERRA, we would be traveling, and Ella, her stomach, when she would go on an airplane, was just jostled around. And for a couple of days, she would feel really off with her digestive tract. So using some oils for that was really, really helpful. Yes, it seems like it stays forever. Amanda, you're totally, totally right. I'm looking at the comments so I make sure I don't miss any. Mm-hmm. So yeah, when you're looking at oils for your kids, there might be some really generic issues or like areas, like systems of the body that you're looking to work with. But it's the same for grownups. So what we really just need to do is apply our knowledge of oils for grownups in a kid-friendly version. So like I said, we've got On Guard for adults for immune system. Before this kids line came out, we were using almost all of the same oils for adults as we were for kids, with a few exceptions, and I'll share those with you guys tonight. Go ahead.
Thank you, Billy. You say you're heading out.
Yeah, bye, Billy, have a good night. Come back on next Monday. You'll love it. So that On Guard has like 4, maybe 6 oils in it as a blend, and all of those oils in the blend work together to help strengthen your immune system. This Stronger made things really simple for kids. So fewer oils, much more mild oils that still help with the immune system, especially fighting off seasonal stuff that comes up, right? Does that make sense? Yeah? Okay. So when we're using essential oils with our kids, someone asked a question, if oils are safe with your kids, do you just dilute them more strongly? So yeah, let me know some target areas that you guys would like to work on, and then I can be really specific about the solutions you would have for those oils. Okay, yeah. So Sage is asking oils for like joints and muscles and back. Absolutely. In fact, Sage, if you're already enrolled with doTERRA, then you can get those oils for free this month. It's our Deep Blue blend. And we use Deep Blue, actually, if I can segue that into our kids. Deep Blue is a muscle.
This month or through the 15th?
Oh, yeah, through the 15th. This month is an extension, so just to the middle of the month. But our Deep Blue oil is free this month when you have an order of 200 PV or more. So if you're a member already, just make sure that little green number in your loyalty order pops up as green, and it says 200 PV. If you don't have a membership already, we'll talk to you guys about kits, and you'll get this in your kit and then extra to store up on. This is one we use literally every single day.
And every single night, whenever one of ours is growing super fast and they need extra support.
Yeah.
With
So Ollie will wake up pretty regularly. Yeah. Sometimes Ella complaining of a cramp in their leg or in their ankles or in the bottoms of their feet. And this is Bo's job. I'm going to go get the Deep Blue. Why don't you tell them what you do with the oils for their growing?
Yes. I grew up with really bad growing pains. I don't know if Kelly did or if I gave 2 of the 4 of our kids. Yes. So basically whenever that happens, we find out where the pain is because it kind of moves up and down their legs. And we give a massage because it's just extra support for them. And We use the oil, rub it on lightly. I prefer the lotion because it's already diluted and it's safe. And I give them a massage right there and just
like right on their leg, right on their foot. You can do it on both sides, but if you do it on just one, you'd be fine as well. So this is actually how much Deep Blue rub you need. This is a whole 4 ounces. I think this lasts our family a year, maybe. If you're using it, it lasts a little less time. But guys, seriously, this is how much you use. This amount.
Yep.
Do you see that? It's like a pea-sized amount. I did something to my back the other day, so I have no shame in using this. I was moving something out of our storage unit and just felt my back go. So I've been using Deep Blue for like 2 days now. But this is something that we use with our kids. And you guys were asking about dilution, and I love that you're asking that. So don't use essential oils straight onto their skin. It's just not wise. It's not going to damage them if you're using lavender. It's not going to damage them if you're using frankincense directly on their skin. I've done that in a pinch, but it's not going to be the most effective. So why would we use a less effective mode of application? So if you're using oils on the skin, we like Deep Blue because it's already in a lotion. So think of like something that gets icy and something that gets warm that you might buy at CVS. And instead, you're going to use this. It has no petroleum in it. It's a safer, cleaner, more effective product, and it's got essential oils in it. So it's got a whole bottle of Deep Blue oil, and all of these are going to help your inflammatory support so that your body is responding more effectively to those little things that come up. So this one has wintergreen, camphor, and peppermint and eucalyptus, ylang ylang and chamomile, blue tansy, helichrysum, osmanthus. Several oils that are all together in that Deep Blue blend are going to be in here. So we use this for a really, really long time. It's totally safe and it's totally good to use with your kids. A little goes a long way. So when we're talking faster, safer, more effective, it's effective on your body, but it's also effective to your wallet.
For some reason, I mean, we had this and I just didn't use it that much. I don't know why. It was in the old belief when we first started that I was a man and I don't need dilution. I just use it all.
Roll things on.
The Deep Blue comes in a roller bottle
as well.
And how much is it?
Oh, like $60.
Yeah, I would go through that whole thing in like 2 weeks just by thinking
but this lasts a lot longer.
Oh yes, well, because it was stupid what I was doing. It was a waste.
It was a waste.
It was a waste. I wasn't getting the full benefit of it. Yeah. And so if I would have diluted that. Put that in a roller bottle with Coke, it would have gotten the same thing or the rub.
Yeah, without a carrier, about 80% of your oils evaporate. So when you have a carrier like lotion or this is coconut oil, I'm going to show you guys how to use this. Coconut oil, or like we made a salve, and this has beeswax and coconut oil in it, jojoba oil in it, and then you whip it together. Whip it good. Make sure you do that. And using those are going to help that essential oil stick, kind of almost like get trapped in that carrier oil, and then it absorbs into your skin more effectively.
Hey, Rack of Blades. See, this is a really cool name. I just wanted to say
Very cool.
It.
So now in the kids kit, we actually have a more mild version of that Deep Blue rub. It's called Rescuer.
Which we usually... Now that we have that,
I just put a whole kids kit up into my kids' room. It's just easier.
And they use it.
But a lot of you guys like to make your own blends and like to use your own products. So here's where we're going to talk about it tonight. I like the stuff that's already made because I'm actually going to use it. If I have to wait for me to make it, just in my season right now, I'm probably never going to make it. So I don't love that.
They also marketed it well so that kids want, it's like texturized.
Yeah. Like your kids even like to rub the
kids
bottle.
Like these kids blends.
All of these blends in the kids, I'm totally digressing here, but all are digressing, regressing, aggressing, tangenting. I'm going on a tangent. But if you haven't tried the kids kit, it's pretty incredible. All of these, the whole set of oils is to help with the mind, body, and emotions. So as you're looking at that, this is going to be really great for the body, this stronger. But then we've got one for calmer, for thinker, which we love in school. Braver, I'm telling you, I'm using this every day living out here, getting brave enough to go meet new people or try new things. It's working really good. Digressing. Good. David Glendinning, I can count on you for Grammar Man every single time.
Rescuer is the one. Right?
Yeah. So for like the
that's kind of like an owie blend, right?
Yeah. It's like a soothing, calming to the tissue, really good massage blend for your kids. And they love the smell.
And someone asked about the smell of Deep Blue. I would not ever call it an odor.
I call it an aroma.
Yes.
It smells good. I mean, it smells like wintergreen and peppermint. It smells like
love it.
A little bit of eucalyptus. It's it's not very medicinal smelling, if that makes sense. It's not, I don't think it smells like your grandma.
My stuff that I always have is my past tense blend. That I would say some people do not like the smell of that.
Because it has cilantro in it.
Correct.
But if you love cilantro, you love past tense.
I love it.
I'm just throwing it out there.
Yep.
Okay. So that's like for an everyday little thing that might come up with your little kids. But emotions are really big for our kids, whether they are 2 and they're having the same emotions that we have as grown-ups. They just don't have the language or the coping skills for it, right? Or they're 14 and they're going through all kinds of hormonal swings. Or you have adult children who could really use a better option instead of what we practice their whole life growing up doing. So I think adult children are a really fun thing because we realize that we're parents no matter the age of our children. We're still parents. My parents are still calling me, asking me like little things like, have wild dogs come and taken over your house and your rabbits? My mom may or may not need something like calmer in her life. These are real conversations that I've actually had in the last 2 weeks. So when you're looking at oils and emotions for your kids, start with something really simple. If you've never tried it before, use oils like citrus oils for anxious feelings. People usually fall into the camp of loving and identifying with oils like ylang ylang and lavender and rose and these really beautiful fragrant floral oils or citrus oils. And it's not that one is better than the other, but we're all wired uniquely. So if you've tried lavender, if you've tried rose or jasmine or magnolia to help calm anxious feelings, take a look at citrus oils because they're going to help elevate the mood. They're going to boost your energy and they're going to help you feel calm, which might sound bananas that it could help you feel calm and boost your energy. But we're just helping your body find balance. And that's really the objective of essential oils. They always say that your husband is your oldest and most difficult child. You know, I wouldn't say that about Bo. I just have to say, like, he is my certainly biggest helper. Are you tapping me to get my attention? You're saying everything's okay?
Oh, it's all done. I'll be back.
It's all done. I had a child just like pat his legs for my attention. And then.
We started tomorrow.
So, consider shifting from an essential oil like lavender and trying something citrus. Cool thing about citrus is it's really cost effective. So like a bottle of lemon, I have this whole thing and there are only 2 drops of lemon in here. And lemon is for my digestion and my mood. The thing about oils is, I think I just said that, but the coolest thing about oils is we're working like with the cells in your body. Cells make up your body and you have them literally everywhere through every organ and every vessel. You have cells and your cells are trying to communicate between your head, your heart or your emotions, your spirit center and your gut. And we actually find cells from our gut, like our immune system cells, in our brain. So it's really important to remember the connection between all 3 of these. When we support our kids' immune systems, we're also supporting their emotional health. When we support their emotional health, we're supporting their mental health, their mental, just their thought process, the way that they're experiencing life, processing it properly, and then letting the hard things go, learning from them and moving forward. I don't know any parent who wouldn't love that. So something really affordable like lemon, put it in your water, take a drink of it. Don't do plastic, use glass or stainless steel. Or lemon in your diffuser. We've got diffusers going in our kitchen, up in our kids' rooms. And something as simple as that is so cost effective for, I guess we would put 5 in a diffuser, and that whole bottle of lemon is only $10. It has 250 drops. So that's like 250 doses of lemon for whatever you need to do. It's going to be multifaceted for cleaning and all the other things that we would do in another class, but specifically for your kids, lemon to help with digestion and help with emotion, or vice versa. If you want to use this specifically for digestion, you can take a little bit of lemon, put it with that coconut oil, that carrier oil from doTERRA, and then apply it to the bottoms of their feet or apply it directly to their tummy. It's going to be really helpful, very soothing, and helping their gut get moving. Oh, Mandy says she's got a 5-year-old who refuses to stay in bed. You know, I had a toddler who was holding me hostage earlier tonight, so I can certainly relate. I want to make sure I don't miss any questions. So we've talked about essential oils with kids like lavender and all the florals, and then looking at essential oils like citrus. So what are some essential oils that you've tried that maybe didn't work? We really want to help troubleshoot with you guys. So oils that you were trying to use that didn't work. While you guys are sharing with that, let's talk about oils in focus. So our kids are under lots of pressure, probably things that we didn't experience when we were younger. And let's just talk about these screens for a minute. Screens are not, that's funny. Screens are not the enemy. They're certainly helpers. We use them with our kids in homeschooling all the time, probably a couple times a week. We also use them to help babysit our kids because sometimes you just need coffee with no one throwing quarters in it, which is real life that happened to me last week. So when you're looking at oils with your kids, you just want to find out what it is that they need, what it is they're missing, and then use oils to help meet those needs, and then their body is going to do their job. So one of my favorite blends for this is called In Tune. If you have kids who are regularly a little bit more excitable, maybe they have a harder time sitting still. A lot of you homeschool your kids. If that's not you, don't sweat it. These are still oils that can be helpful for your kids throughout the day. You can certainly apply oils right before they walk into the classroom. You can give them little diffuser jewelry. If they're girls, they'd be into it. If they're dudes, I would say go with like a cool leather wristband and drop some oils on that as well. The older kids can probably keep them and smuggle them into school in their backpack. If you're a principal, then I've never said that. And when you want oils for focus, give them two things. So you want to give them something that they can breathe in, because accessing those stress parts of your brain are going to be most effectively done through your sense of smell. So they can put the oils, just roll it. I need to wear a different sweater on Monday nights because I always want to put oils in my hands. So let's say we use the In Tune roller. It's a blend of oils that also help support sort of focusing on the task at hand. If they have a hard time thinking about all the lists that they have to make or the thing that's coming up next, In Tune is really helpful for them to just come back into themselves, see the task in front of them, and then complete that before allowing those thoughts to distract them. So that would be oils that all help support the brain. Remember, the blends are going to help an entire system at once. Individual oils are going to do a lot of different things. So with In Tune, they can just roll a little bit right on their hand like this, rub their hands together, and then breathe it in. Did it look like I was about to offer you my hands to breathe in?
I thought you were giving me something.
It was going to get weird, wasn't it? And then just breathe in. Another great place, and Mary taught us this the other day with oils in the brain, is to apply it to the back of the neck, right at the hairline. And you can just do kind of like a triangle right back there. And that's going to help it support the brain through that. Oh, gosh, now I'm going to forget it. I don't even want to say the wrong thing because I'm going to forget what's to say. And then someone smarter than me is going to be like, oh, yeah.
Anula oblongata?
That's not true. That's Happy Gilmore, isn't it?
No. That's
the Water Boy.
Water Boy.
That's not it.
The medulla oblongata.
Yeah, no. So using the oils for that, this is why I like to do class with him, because he keeps it serious. So using oils right on the skin like that is going to be helpful. They'll be smelling it. accessing that part of the brain. And then they'll also be applying it to their skin, and that's going to absorb through the skin and into their bloodstream. So oils are really effective. They're really safe. It's not something that we have to be super scared about, but we're going to span different ages. So if you have specific questions about your kids' ages, that's going to be helpful for me to answer more targeted questions.
Casey knew his water boy.
Casey, of course Casey does. Who doesn't? Okay, you come through these and make sure I don't miss any questions.
Sure.
Another one for focus would just be in your diffuser. And here's my favorite focus blend for homeschooling moms. 5 drops of rosemary, 2 drops of frankincense, 2 drops of lemon. Just 3 oils in the diffuser. And this is phenomenal for you to have energy, focus, and mental clarity in the middle of your lessons. If all dis-ease starts in the gut, then all good benefits to your body start in the gut as well. So if you guys are not on supplements, I highly, highly recommend this. If you are a member with doTERRA already, on our team or not, get on Lifelong Vitality supplements. Do this for yourself. Do this for your teenagers. Anybody who can kind of swallow a pill. This is going to help you restore the gut so that your immune system is strong.
I'll be back.
Oh, it's a very exciting part of the cruise. And when your gut is in order, that's also going to help support your brain. So we're going to be all across the board, from hormones to headaches. We're going to be taking care of your kids with essential oils. That's really important because you're getting them what they need as their body is growing. For my younger kids, I use doTERRA's line for kids supplements. We use one that is like fish oils. It's called IQ Mega, and it's not really orange flavored. It's orange oils with fish oil. Here's how this really goes, actually. I have one kid who rejects all of the things. That's okay. He still takes this fish oil, and we just do a teaspoon of it every night before bed. That's been the best time for us to actually take our supplements. They also take a chewable vitamin that's not Flintstones. So there's no condemnation anytime you ever come to a doTERRA thing with the Brothertons. Know that we have done all the things that you might be doing that you feel like, oh, crud, I'm not good at that. That's okay. When you know better, do better with the tools that you have, right? So just put better options in your household, like the vitamins for your kids. Something that's critical is a probiotic and a prebiotic. If you're not on the probiotic train already, y'all, get on. It is leaving the station. Probiotics and prebiotics in fermented foods. You guys know that we're super passionate about nourished traditions and Weston A. Price and using food to be our fuel. That's really important to us. It's why we live on a homestead, so that we can raise chickens and make eggs and turn our scraps of our food into bacon. These are the ideas that we would know our food and that we would know what we're putting in our body. It's really important that you're helping your body at this very foundation of immune system so that you're strong enough for your body to process through all the other things that we just cannot avoid in our environment.
Can you ferment coffee?
I feel like that's not a thing.
Okay, just checking. How can you make coffee more healthy? Because we drink a lot of it.
I don't think you can. I think you have to get good coffee, but even that is not great for you. But you need certain levels of caffeine. So that's good too. Okay, Amanda asks, is there an essential oil blend that helps you understand 7th grade math? Yeah,
Intune,
probably. I would use Intune. Honest to goodness, I would use Intune, and then I would look at their lessons ahead of time. I know that's a joke, but for real, I do think that would help.
Well, whenever we go to conferences, that's what we use. Mm-hmm. Is we just rub, and you see thousands of people just rubbing into.
Yeah, doTERRA is super science heavy, which I really rejoice in. I'm glad for when I get to go to convention without my babies. I've gone maybe 3 years with someone attached to me. And it's nice to get to go without them because I really get to free my brain to think of all of these amazing things and factors that go into our essential oils with doTERRA. All right. Eric says, Amanda, booze is good for that. Understanding the 7th grade math. Not for your 7th grader, but for you. So try that out. Yes. Oh, Casey, yes. Lemon and rosemary. Phenomenal. Oh, Amanda, you've totally found your tribe, girl. Absolutely. And we'll love you hard. I promise. Okay, let's keep looking. You guys have the best ones. Okay, lavender didn't work for your kids, but serenity did. Eric, that's a great example of having an oil and trying something different. Here's why I think serenity works so great. Remember we talked about these blends. So serenity is a blend of lavender, yes, but then it also has hoe wood and cedar wood and vetiver, and it's got I think vanilla absolute in it and a couple of other oils. So serenity is our sleep blend. It's our calming blend. For some of us, when we're ready for bed, this is the perfect blend to help us fall asleep and stay asleep and get more restful sleep. Because remember, this is when your body is restoring. If your kids are struggling with sleep, this is foundational. It's as foundational as your gut health. It's as foundational as what you feed them. So getting them to sleep earlier, we're a terrible example of that tonight. But because we don't have to be off at public school tomorrow, we can let them sleep in, which is really great. But your kids should be getting sleep. You should be getting sleep, restorative sleep. There are seasons where it just won't happen. But in general, if you can support yourself with a blend that's all targeted, these are all very calming, sedative type oils that are going to help reduce that mental list for grownups, especially teens, guys, especially teens, to be able to reduce the list of what didn't get done today and just let their body fall into a rhythm of sleep. I'm not a big fan of melatonin for bed, especially for young kids. It's shown to throw your body's production of melatonin out the window over time, and we don't want that for you. Essential oils won't do that. It's a supplement that your body already creates melatonin. It kind of throws you into a sleep cycle. Okay. But this would be an outside source of it, adding it to your body.
Well, and I would just say that Serenity is a new and improved version of it.
We were adding these oils to it before.
We loved, Serenity originally, and then they revamped it. And then they also came out with, so could a teenager take the Serenity soft gel?
Yeah. So there's a whole system with it. There's the oil and then the soft gel. And you could do that.
When do you think?
As soon as you can swallow, like a pill. Everett takes Tri-Ease all the time for his seasonal discomfort that happens when all of the trees start propagating and the winds shift and the spring comes and it's a cloud of yellow on your car if you live in Texas. I'm speaking broadly because my people will hear my voice when you know what I'm talking about, right? When your eyes drip like faucets as well as your nose. So Everett takes Tri-Ease for that. That was a huge victory for us because the alternative was a very long-term, I don't know how to say it other than say it, but like he would have had to be on long-term medication and we just didn't want that for him. Yeah. So oils have really helped for us in that. Okay. I saw Mandy asked about emotions already. Toddlers struggling with emotions, mostly anger. Yeah. So toddlers and anger, this is just my 2 cents as a parent, but also I'm a parent who really likes to learn lots. So, and I've had 3 toddlers and now a 4th. So toddlers are tricky because usually they're trying to communicate and they just don't have the skill or language to do that. So as much as we can totally stop what we're doing, get down on their level and try and discover the language that they're using to tell us what's most important to them, that's the foundation, right? When we talk about oils are going to work whether you eat McDonald's or not. But when your foundation of food, your foundation of exercise is strong, this is going to make everything else work better. For toddlers, the foundation of communication is so, so critical. So sometimes that's sign language. That's the best thing that I've done for my toddlers. When we're going to go into a store, I set them up with oils. I put Balance behind their ears. Balance is already diluted with coconut oil, so you're good to go. Finley steals essential oils. In fact, we need to get a better system in our house. We just need more shelves that are higher. She's a climber. So she steals essential oils. The house, if you have and thankfully she has not gotten into too much trouble. I would recommend keeping these out of reach of your children and instructing them. My older kids all know how to use, even Ella, who's 4, all know how to use essential oils safely, and they know to ask permission before they use them. But I keep oils up in their room. So when they're congested at night, Everett's pulling out that breathe stick and he's calming that. Yeah. When Ella's nervous or anxious at night, she pulls out that calmer oil. She breathes that in. We put the Serenity in their diffuser, Balance in their diffuser. Diffusing oils around your house is a great way to use them with toddlers because chasing toddlers is hard. So you can put your favorite oils. My knockdown, drag out favorite combination of oils of all time is Balance and any kind of citrus, but I really like wild orange. It kind of smells like candy, but I think that's just because I'm so desirous of like calming oils that it smells good to me no matter what. So this during the house or in the house throughout the day is going to help your toddler, help your teenager. Someone once asked me, well, she asked the whole room. I was in a homeschool conference. Oh, I think I shared this on Instagram. Kathy Lee Eggers asked this to a room full of kind of like preschool aged moms of preschoolers. And she said, what are the things you want your kids to remember? Your home is an atmosphere for your children to experience life. Whether you homeschool or whether your kids go, I guess even a boarding school, really, whether they're going to school out of the home or in the home, or they're spending most of their time with you, when they come home, what do you want them to remember? It's not just things you do, but it's the atmosphere that you create. Essential oils are a really helpful part of that, because this is what your kids are going to remember about scents that even when you're gone, they're going to remember, my mom smelled like this. If you're a baker, they're going to remember you smelled like cookies all the time. Or they're going to remember like later down the road what the soap you used in your bathroom smelled like. You are able with oils to reset the course that your kids will take with a safer, more natural, more conscious solution for their body. They're going to be very in tune to what they know about themselves and how they care for themselves. You were going to say something.
Oh, nothing. You hit it hard of like, what do you want your kids to remember? I was like,
yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah. It's really helpful to like gain that.
Ouch.
Yeah. What do we want them to remember? That's what we want to create, is like homes where our kids are excited to come back at college. They're excited to come back when they're older or spend time here, or like the safe space that we create for them. So Eric asked recommendations for diffusing at night for an almost 6-year-old. Yeah. So with the seasonal stuff that comes up, you want to use, I recommend, and a lot of you guys have already shouted this out, lemon, lavender, peppermint. This is like a trifecta, and here's why it's safe with your kids, and here's why it's effective with your kids. So we started using this combination probably whenever it was like 3, and just using it topically. So when he was 4, this was like, if they were itchy for something, right? Then when he was 4, he was having to stay home from school because of what the spring in Texas was doing to him. His face would swell up. He looked like Hitch. You guys have seen that movie. I mean, he was just intense. Bo called me one day. I was like, what do I put on this kid? He looks terrible. So we came home and we kept putting oils on topically, and we thought, let's just try this. So a Tri-Ease is lemon, lavender, and peppermint. And I wouldn't recommend this for everyone, right? Like you've got to be the parent who really researches this. But as we read about oils internally with kids, a lot of people were recommending not until age 6. But our alternative to essential oils was just not something we were willing to test on our kid. So we tried essential oils instead. We knew that they would be very bioavailable. They would metabolize really quickly. And if we should feel like anything was going wrong, we knew we were really close to the hospital. So we just tried it. We tried a better option for our kid. And Tri-Ease has been successful for us for the last 3 years now.
Yeah.
He only uses it during this time. How do you give it to him? Because you're usually the one saying, everyone take a Tri-Ease. Yeah.
Well, he'll do it in water now, but it's first started off that we would get applesauce, and he would need to like ramp himself up. He would take 2 spoonfuls of applesauce, and then on the third one, he'd go, okay, I got this. And we would drop it in, and it's just a little soft gel. And he'll take it, and it works awesome. We're doing a weird transition now where we're living in the forest. Yeah.
Yes.
So we're
literally surrounded by oak trees.
Yeah. We went from oak trees that fall on concrete that doesn't, decompose, to now it falls on soil, but there's just so many of them. But he's still doing good.
Yeah.
I mean, it's still.
He's maintaining.
Not,
yeah. So it's lemon,
like
lavender,
video,
and peppermint.
Yeah, I put a video out, and we're talking about it. So we'll put a video out where I was talking about that. The main reason why I didn't get that video out that day was because of Ollie. And his
tummy bug.
Yeah. We were just kind of not being outside a lot. Mm-hmm. So.
Yeah, but that's really a great question. It works for grown-ups too. If you want to start this with your kids and feel safe and confident about it, you can do really simply like this. Just do a full pump of this and then 1 drop of each of those oils. Mm-hmm. Apply it to their chest, down the spine, and to the bottoms of their feet. If that's what's keeping them up at night, the bottoms of the feet with socks is really helpful. You can also just try the Breathe blend. So remember, lemon, lavender, and peppermint. These are all single oils. They're going to do about 100 different things for each of them, from like cleaning to calming tension in your head and your neck, to even just like dealing with a bug bite, right? You put lavender straight on it. But the blend of Breathe is all for the respiratory support. It's all for the respiratory system. It's going to help cleanse, help you feel like your airways are opening and you can get a deeper breath. It's going to soothe those tissues and irritation. Putting the Breathe stick especially, but the Breathe blend, which is a really common oil in all of our kits, that Breathe blend on the bottoms of the feet and then put socks right on top of them, that really should help them sleep a little bit better, Eric, especially if that's what's keeping them up at night. Yeah, Kat says balance wild orange and peppermint. Ooh, I've never added the peppermint into that. That's a great idea. Yes, Spotterfs. Sign language has been a game changer for us. In fact, it's what we're going to do with the kids as their foreign language during elementary school.
Try his burps. Yes, Eric.
Honestly, Eric, I don't even hate the burps. I did a whole cleanse and restore, and I was burping geranium for like a week, and I kind of loved it. Is that weird?
Yes.
Is that weird? I shouldn't have said that.
Yes, you said that out loud.
I'm telling you, it was not bad.
You loved the burp taste.
It was not bad. I felt healthy.
And I kiss you?
I'm not burping in your mouth, you weirdo. Yes, gluten-free. Casey, we're actually gluten-free all the time, and that is something that Everett struggles with. If I could get that kid to eat sauerkraut and fermented things, I feel like our world would change. But you're totally right. It helps with the skin. If your kids have, here's something. I can't like say it very specifically, but if you guys have this going on, maybe you can identify with it in the comments. But if you have a skin issue going on with your kids that maybe you've had since they were born, or it just flares up when you eat certain foods, this is a gut thing, guys. This is not a skin thing. You can use oils. They're going to help you as you restore the gut. Absolutely. We can use oils to restore the gut. We can use food to restore the gut. But when you're using oils, something topically just to help deal with the flare-up, we're not actually dealing with the core issue. It's really common among kids, and a lot of us deal with it even into our adulthood. But it all starts with diet, and it starts with not only what we're taking out, but what we're using to supplement as we clean that up. So I highly want to encourage you for that for sure. Doing ASL for our language credit. Absolutely for our language credit. Okay, you guys really aren't stumping me very much. Give me some harder things.
So what do we use for kids and digestive? So what do you use for babies? Whatever. So what are some of the things?
That's a good question.
So little babies.
Do you remember that story about when Ella and I were doing Diamond Club and we came home and she was like super fussy for like 3 nights?
No, I don't.
I like how I'm asking him the story as I'm telling it to him.
Are you wanting me to like?
Well, I wondered if you remembered it.
No.
So I'd been gone for like a week with Ella. We were traveling intensely for doTERRA at the time as we built our business. We're still building our business. If you guys want to join our team, this is like a very common time for me to ask you. I totally forgot about that. But we were building our business really intensely as we traveled across the country. I got home. I'd been home for 3 days. Ella was really fussy at bedtime, which was not normal for her. And one of the nights, Bo just goes, "Oh, have you tried some Digest-N on her tummy?" And I was like, holy crap, I forgot about this. Why am I not using oils with my baby, which is so obvious?
I was just traveling, teaching
Exactly. I just gotten home. So I put Digesten with coconut oil. I know I'm coming back to this. I might be preaching to the choir. This is better than the stuff at the grocery store. It doesn't stain your clothes. It always is liquid so that you can make your own blends, which I'm going to show you in just a sec. So Digesten on her tummy, and within a few minutes, probably less than 15, I was changing a dirty diaper and she was going to sleep. And I was just like, oh, why didn't I think of this? So again, Digesten is going to be, it was a very good thing.
The dirty
diaper.
She needed
to go. So it was peppermint and fennel and anise and a lot of like ginger, things that your grandma would say take in a tea. Mm-hmm. But with kids, we can't get them to drink enough tea to do the thing. At least not my kids. My kids are not big tea drinkers. So like chamomile for calming or peppermint for digestion. These are just not things my kids are going to do. Oils have been a lifesaver for that. I really just apply them to the area of need. So Bo talked about the Deep Blue or the Rescuer blend right on that area of need for our kids as they're growing and, you know, waking up groaning really as they grow. And then this Digesten right on the belly button with coconut oil just to help soothe their stomach. Hey, we got a couple more likes. That means I'm not sucking at this.
Give us a thumbs up. 23 watching.
So this right here, you're going to see, this is Everett's Itch Blend. I seriously just wrote that on there with permanent marker. This is not a fancy label. I like fancy labels better. But this is a blend. I used this cool tool, and I'll probably Instagram story this. It's called the Itovi. I don't know if you guys have heard of this. It's like a galvanized skin test. And I seriously had like
Daddykirbs is here.
Very little faith. Hey, Daddykirbs, glad you're on. Very little faith that it would work. But so far, we've used it for almost 3 weeks now. It's been spot on like the oils we needed for the support that was required. So for Everett, during the season, he's like my kid that's getting all the attention. I love all of them equally. They're all my favorites. But Everett's been rubbing his eyes like this, and just this skin all around here is so raw. So one of the things the Itovi recommended was jasmine and lavender. So I got jasmine out. I put 5 drops in here, and then I put 5 drops of lavender in here, and then I filled it almost to the top with this coconut oil. So this is just a bottle you can get on Amazon. If you have a doTERRA membership, you can order this with your regular monthly order, so they'll come. Here's what I love about them. This roller is stainless steel, so it's really soothing to the skin. It's like cooling to the touch when you apply it. It also helps you roll it over your skin easily. So you can buy the blends like stronger. Yes, that's going to be great for your immune system. But there's not a blend for your kid who's dealing with seasonal issues and he needs support right on his eyes, already diluted, easy for him to use himself. Everett is 8. So he just takes this and he draws a superhero mask around his eyes. And then I bought, I don't think we can grab it right now. Maybe Bo will see it. I bought a gel mask that cools in the refrigerator, and I just put that cool compress on right with this. It also has eyes, so he looks like a mega serious superhero, guys. So there are ways to use oils with your kids that are going to be super effective, and it becomes almost like a language to them. They get comfortable using and asking for oils. They don't know anything about the stuff we used to have in our medicine cabinet, guys. Things that now they would just now be able to start using. When I can support their digestive tract with something that's safer for them, something that doesn't have to travel through their entire digestion system or digestive system in order to get to be absorbed into their body and actually utilized. I have an oil for that, and it's so empowering as a mom to know that when my kid has an issue, I have an oil that will help them with that. And then if it doesn't work, guys, guess what you do? You just go see the doctor. You just use the thing that might be helpful for them that is over the counter. And you know what? The more you're using oils, the less you need those things. We are not anti-medicine. We are not anti-anything. We are absolutely pro-empowerment and people having the information that they need to make their most informed decision, which is why we do this every Monday night. If you never enroll with us, it's really okay. We just want you to have what you need and be prepared when you need it.
Daddykirbs asked about the label. So this is Digesten. Now, I will say this is just the bottle.
Mm-hmm.
We would normally turn to the Touch, which comes in kind of like this, because it's already...
Or make the Touch. So a lot of you guys got the Home Essentials kit, right?
Mm-hmm.
And that's the same thing we would do here. Bo has made tons of these customized bottles. You would just take that Digestion in here, maybe put 20 drops in, fill the rest of it up with coconut oil. So if you have your oils already, use those tools for sure.
Just already pre-diluted. So
I'm looking at this and it's like almost empty. I don't know if you guys can see that little line there.
So with this little amount right there.
Yeah.
Would this little bit amount be able to make a full...
Probably 2 of those.
Two of this would make a Touch. So the reason why we like this is because then you can just grab it, and not this one, but in a roller bottle. Is this in a roller? Is for their bellies. So it has a little roller. Yeah. We just go straight and be able to roll it on there.
Around that belly button.
Versus trying to find this and then trying to find this. It's just already ready to go.
Yeah, it is already. And I remember us thinking like, oh, no one will ever buy these Touch oils.
Oh my!
I buy Touch oils every single month with that membership.
I was trying to find a Digestion. So, for Ollie with his little tummy support needing. We gave him just a pre-diluted thing of Digestion, so that whenever he, something happened,
Drew asked, are the kids better? And I was thankful for that too. So that's what you used on Ollie, and then you took this. Then this was on every other kid. So Ollie was the only one who got it. That's another really important thing that helps strengthen us at the beginning of this, because it was the domino cycle. Not just one person got knocked down, but then we just kept passing something different along. And Stronger really helped us with that.
I would say that this is such a powerful oil for our family, because I'm the prepper guy. Yeah. I am the homesteader prepper that I always want to be prepared for everything. And so anything that function stacks that can do multiple things, that's what I turn to. Yeah. Digest Zen is the thing. You don't have to have one thing that keeps you from going and then another thing that stops you from going. Yeah. This does all of that. And for Ollie, for this little tummy thing that he had,
we needed one thing that did everything.
It hit multiple things for our kid.
It was exits.
Yes, it was. Poor guy, and he used it throughout, and it was able to support him and help him through that.
Yeah, I agree. I forget that plays such a big role with us with the kids. Another way that we use Digestion is through if you ever ride in the car and your kids get a little nauseous, just for that temporary hit, a little Digestion on their safety belt. So their seat belt is a really great way to use oils and help them through that drive. I also have a car diffuser. I like that a lot. But nothing diffuses as quickly and easily as just having that Digestion. I guess that was a really stressful time for us when I was traveling, because I remember that everybody would get sick in the car, right, as we were doing that.
Well, that was the birth of Better Together. So, yes, it got us out of corporate America on my 9 to 5. Yeah. And we don't know if we ever want to do that again.
We slayed some dragons. Yes. Well, our kids were all very small too. We had 3 under 4 at that time. Yeah. So Kat asked about using oils with babies, especially during the seasonal stuff that goes around. So yes, Kat, we use something called Flume. It would actually be Flute now, Floot. So this is frankincense, lemon, on guard, oregano, and tea tree or Flume melaleuca. And you can blend this together. And with the littlest ones, what you could just do is like take out the oregano, which might be pretty intense, or go with this, Kat. Go with the oils that are already in Stronger. So here again are the Stronger oils. This is coconut oil is the base, cedarwood, Litsea, which was like a special oil. You may have gotten that when it was think it was a free oil with your orders a few months ago. That's actually an exclusive Australian oil. So the only way you can get it in the States is to get it through a blend like this.
What's it called?
Litsia. Frankincense and rose. So if you have these oils, put them together. Remember, frankincense is one of the oils in Flume. But oregano can be really, baby's skin is so sensitive. So you can test it out and see how they do. If she or he break out with like a redness, then I would certainly stop. If you ever have oils that are irritating to your skin or your kids, don't put water on them. Get more coconut oil or any vegetable oil in a pinch. Honestly, you could even use like canola oil in a pinch, and then just apply that fatty oil to the area that's irritated. Everett's just walking down with his cooling mask. Can I show them your mask? You don't have to be on the screen. Okay. Let me look. So this is the mask that we got Everett. Doesn't it look like a superhero? It's so cool. So it's really cooling and super soothing for his, like when he comes in and he's been rubbing his eyes. That's really helpful. So Kat, I would do that. You can go super basic with it. You could even just use On Guard and frankincense, but dilute strongly for little ones. So I dilute probably with the littlest ones about, I like to start at 10-1. That would be a 10% dilution. If you need to go more essential oil, then you can increase that. But remember, everybody's chemistry is unique. So starting with less essential oil, you can always add more, especially with little ones or even elderly with sensitive skin. So you can do it really easily. You can also put this in your diffuser. Just On Guard and frankincense with Melaleuca in your diffuser would be amazing for your kids. All right, what have we got one? Okay, so Jen Honda was saying your kiddo has issues with lactose and used this. Okay. Yeah, honestly, I would just ask why you're drinking milk. Like, and that's not rudeness to you. We have a kid with the same issue. It was actually casein instead of lactose. So why milk? That would just be what I ask. I don't think we need milk as people. I think it tastes so good. I think it's wonderful. Is it the A2 or the A1?
I don't know. We're just getting a cow.
Yes, but we want it specifically. Your cow's genetics matter.
That's what I'm, I'm saying we're getting that one. But just.
I don't remember if it's A2 or
say
A1.
We're going to get it.
We got to go back and watch Justin Rhodes' vlogs on cows. But
A2. All right. Thank you,
So that would be my question. Completely no judgment and total experience. A lot of those skin issues that our kids were having were from dairy, and they don't need dairy. They really just don't. So you can get that protein you desire, that fat that you desire, that nutrition that you're looking for in a lot of different areas. Yes, A2, that's what I thought. Thank you guys for affirming all my knowledge, right? And we do drink dairy now and eat dairy, but we really like our local dairy farmer. That's a pretty great place to go to if you can find local dairy. I know some places it's completely illegal, and that's a whole nother conversation.
But now was Ollie? I thought you said that Ollie's still.
Ollie's was casein, yeah. So Ollie's didn't resolve. Ella's did. Ollie's resolved over time, and that was only because we cut out all of our grains, all of our sugars. We went to all natural sugars like honey and maple syrup only. We didn't do any refined sugars for a really long time. Remember, guys, I'm talking to you. These oils are going to work. They're going to work best when you go to a dietary foundation first. Find out what works for your body. Oils or dairy doesn't work for a lot of people. And usually it's because, like you said, we don't have the lactase, that enzyme to digest the lactose. So I would aim for perfection. I would cut it out. If you can't cut it out, then I would look at a product doTERRA has called Terrazyme. This is actually when we ate Mexican food tonight, and I was so happy, you guys. I was so happy. Getting takeout in the country is just not easy.
She wanted it last night, and our entire town closes down.
At 3 on Sunday. So anyhow, go for the Terrazyme. This is, I can't remember if it's 6, but it's 6 active enzymes where even if you don't eat Mexican food or have dairy, these enzymes are going to help you break down food that you eat so that you can absorb the nutrients. This would be the idea of like, even if I eat a plate full of spinach from organic growers or I grew it in my garden, you're not going to absorb all of the nutrients that food has to offer unless you have the enzymes to break it down. If you're cooking food, that breaks down enzymes, but some food releases enzymes when it cooks. So this is just a safe way to take a product that actually isn't essential oils, but by an essential oil company, Terrazyme, and this will help to break down your food. I should do a YouTube or a Instagram with our experiment with this. We take 2 bowls of oatmeal and we show you how it breaks down 1 bowl of oatmeal, and it helps to like digest that food so that your body's actually getting the nutrients that you're looking for in the food you're eating. Did you find a good one? Oh yeah.
Okay, so Rackablades. Why did you say moringa? Because we secretly are just
we're 100% moringa
waiting
believers.
For some of our moringa from our amazing rabbit breeder, Jeannie Cotton at Cottontail Rabbitries. She started a group called Moringa the Better.
It's good.
It is an amazing group all about moringa.
And we love moringa.
Somehow, this whole homesteading permaculture thing, you never hear people talk about moringa. Mm-hmm. I think it's because it's more of a tropical plant. We were able to grow a tree
in Houston.
Vibrant, like is that what you say? Vibrantly?
Vibrantly.
A
vibrant tree.
Like a very strong tree in Houston.
Mm-hmm.
I'm dying to figure out if we can grow it 2 hours north. Hopefully we can. But yes, we love moringa. Tell me, why did you say moringa? I want to know.
Yeah. Kat, that's interesting about sugar added to the milk. I'd be interested to know about sugar being added to the milk. I know there's a big fat myth about fat. So if you're getting skim milk, there's a great, if you guys are not watching Justin Rhodes, please
such a good
go watch Justin Rhodes on YouTube. His whole American farm tour was phenomenal. But here's one of the things that he saw.
In Florida.
He went to Florida and he visited a dairy farmer and he said, "What do you
put the farm? Just put it down below. They know it."
So he went to the farmer. He was visiting the farmer and he was getting the cream from the milk. And then he said, "What are you doing with this leftover skim milk? What we would buy at the store is skim milk." And he goes, "I'm taking it to the pigs to make them fat because skim milk makes you fat." So when you eat full fat foods, they make you full, right? It satisfies, it satiates. When you take the fat out, all that's left is the sugar in it. And then you're basically just drinking calories, but not getting satisfied. I was a skim milk, gallon of milk a week drinker when I was pregnant with Ollie. Wow. I just didn't realize what I was missing when I had really good full fat milk. This is a whole nother conversation, but I think it is critical when we talk about the immune support of our kids. We see such extremes in times when our kids are all confined, because when they go to school or when they go to even Sunday school, the very first thing that we do when we get kids in a big room and they're small is feed them. What do we normally feed them? Cheerios in the nursery, goldfish in the preschool room, graham crackers for snacks.
Graham crackers?
I did not pay him to say that. That is my carb obsessed child. You are in your jammies. Do not come on this side.
What do you
want those oils?
Wait.
Okay. He's asking for this. Good timing.
Is that the one?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I'll come down if I need it.
Okay. Thank you, baby. Yeah.
Okay.
Get it away from the eyes, just around your mask. Good. Thank you. So this is something really important, because when we wonder why our kids are always under the weather, when we wonder what's going on with them, it's because we're not giving them this dietary foundational health at the most critical times, guys. So when they're little, let's train them in healthy habits. Is eat a whole food, eat something that looks like what it looked like when it came out of the ground. So simple. And their immune system is going to be strong throughout those seasons when you might see other kids getting sick for longer. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah. Drew says it's a misconception. Yeah, the Botters you guys are keto, right?
I don't think it's a misconception. I think it is a deception. Yep. Yeah. I don't want to be the conspiracy guy, but it Yes.
So
it's marketing.
You guys are going to get a little nutrition here. Rocket Blade says this, and I agree with you, buddy. Yeah. This is absolutely right.
Or cow.
Yeah, go for it.
We don't know.
Or
no,
girls can be buddies. You can read it.
You call it, but no, it just said that. So she's talking, or he, about moringa is the most nutritious plant known on the planet. Yes, I do agree. Right now, it is the only plant that has all the amino acids that humans need. No joke. The moringa is so phenomenal. It is it's a superfood.
Yeah.
And if you can't grow it, so Eric, buddy, I do not.
Northern friends.
Yeah, I don't think you can do it.
Maybe in a greenhouse.
Maybe, yeah.
A really green greenhouse.
Yeah, a really well done greenhouse. So I mean, yeah, maybe that's what we need. Is we need to build a cool greenhouse. But it is phenomenal, and it's a cut and come again. Like you cut it all the way down at the bottom, and then it just grows back stronger and stronger.
It really does.
And so you can buy like moringa powder. It's for some reason it's not known. People don't talk about research it. Research moringa here on YouTube. And Rock Blades, that's awesome. Oh, you're a male. Sorry, buddy. Okay, great. Yeah, that's awesome. I want to check out your channel. If you're into Texas survivalism, that's cool. I want to know. Put your channel down below and I'll
mega food. It's not even a superfood, y'all. Moringa is a mega food.
Mega food.
Little busy house. Yes, I agree. Food, snacks out on the go, and I'm getting stuck here all the time without snacks on the go because I never go anywhere, and then when I do, I get super confused. I'm like, oh, I didn't feed anyone anything, and now I'm out, and I have nothing I can give them.
Eric's gonna try it. Eric's gonna. He's gonna grow moringa.
We have a conflict upstairs. Okay, so you guys are asking great questions, but I feel like I might be missing some important things. What else have we not covered that was really important to you guys? We talked about mood and emotions, some oils for that. If we haven't talked about specifically frankincense and how good it is for all of the kid things, then let's do that. Frankincense for immune support. You can just put it on the back of their neck. Oils down the spine on kids are a really great location to apply them. Also over the heart for emotions. I think there is something that we touched on last week with Carrie about the power of physical touch and the uniqueness that we have with essential oils to help our kids feel better through the application of physical touch. We're very divorced from our bodies in our society as a whole. We don't really know when to get help. It's always a little bit late when we are getting help for whatever need we've got going on. And when we do that, we typically take a pill and we try and fix it, right? There's very little like hands-on work. Some of us are using chiropractors. Some of us are going to functional medicine doctors. Some of us are using food as fuel. And we are rejecting the notion that we are not our best wellness advocates. So step into that fully. And when you apply essential oils down your kids' back, you are giving them a physical touch that helps to heal and calm and fortify that whole human, not just their physical need, but that whole human. That is a huge gift to your kids. If you're talking about things you want them to remember, you want them to associate your touch with love and healing, and oils are a way that you can do that. So calming them from the head to the heart is a great way to use your essential oils, and it's going to work really effectively down the back. So sometimes we'll apply oils down the back and then give them a good little back scratch. Most of my kids love that. A lot of times we're just quick and we're like, geez, guys, it's really late and I just need you to get back. Roll this oil on the bottoms of your feet, rub your feet together, and get upstairs. That's sometimes what we're doing, but we're still applying them. We're still using them as physical touch. And consistency over quantity is critical with your kids, especially your kids. So when you're creating this as part of the habit, take your toothpaste. Don't use Crest anymore. Don't use something that's got blue dye in it or strawberry flavoring in it. This is not good for your kids. Replace it with something that has no fluoride, that has essential oils to flavor it, that doesn't have any whitening component that's not natural. And that's what we get in On Guard toothpaste. Swap those habits. Use a better toothpaste. You're going to do the same thing with your mouthwash if that's something that you guys do at your house. Your mouth is this really critical place for your body to filter through germs. And when your mouth is clean, you're going to have less passing of germs back and forth. When your hands are clean, use a less toxic soap. Don't use that dollar store stuff. Don't use that Mr. Myers. Is it Mrs. Myers stuff? It's not actually good for you. It's just greenwashing. You're thinking you're better. Or check out last week's video and learn about making some hand soap, right? I just like doTERRA's because it's easy and I'm going to use it. I like to use oils right at bedtime because it's a time when we're all together. In the morning, we might have somebody out taking care of rabbits, someone else walking the dog. We might have someone doing laundry or doing the dishes. And in the morning, we can be in all different places. So it's not always easy for me to remember. But when I do it at nighttime, we remember to use our oils. Okay, let's keep looking in here, guys. Okay, you guys have the best comments. I love you're talking about gardening. Moringa is popping off. You never know what's going to get exciting in the comments. That's really great, guys. Okay. All right, so using oils with your kids, guys. I hope we've given you some safety tips, shown you a few tools that can help you use them more effectively, and then targeted some specific things that you guys wanted to know about oils. So here is the big invite. If we have earned your trust at all, then hang with us. We're also gonna do a giveaway for this stronger oil blend. And this is how giveaways work. So if you haven't entered already, go ahead and, let me type it in here, bettertogetherlife.com. My assistant is helping children right now, /giveaway. And we're going to mail this out this week to you. So enter in there. And then if you want to know more about oils and you haven't already gotten your oils, then send us an email at bettertogetherlife@gmail.com. We'll do a one-on-one where we chat with you and we talk about your most important oil needs if you didn't share them already here. Then we'll find some oils that meet your needs and we'll tell you about our promos and our specials. If you don't, like if you're sitting there and you're like, I don't want to do this because I don't want to feel pressured. We've built our business without pressure, just offering free stuff and then saying, if this is valuable to you, listen. If it's not, no sweat. But there's no pressure to buy. If you do see something you like, we'll help you get it when we talk. And here's how it works. If you knew you wanted oils like yesterday, these are the 2 kits I recommend, and this is why. The first one is the Home Essentials kit. I like this one because it comes with all big bottles and then a small bottle of deep blue oil. These are the top 10 oils that you're going to use. They're the oils that we use to teach our oil camp, which is exclusive to our team with our coaches and our content that we help you get plugged into our online community through Facebook. When you get your oils from us, we don't expect you to just know how to use them and never hear from you again. We expect to support you kind of like a new language, just being your guide along the way. So we do that through a one-on-one. We do that through a member overview. Once you get your oils, we open them up. We create a whole plan for your family to use these oils well. And then we do an oil camp on Facebook. And we do a lot of follow-ups where you can come back to this or you can come to our team calls on Saturday. So I've got lots of opportunities for you guys to keep learning. The most important thing is to get oils in your house. So that Home Essentials kit is going to come with a diffuser so you can diffuse in your house and get the whole house feeling well. You can also use it to help people sleep at night, like we talked about lavender or the Serenity blend. This is a great kit because it's going to get you what you need. Even if you're not going to need that oregano every day, you're going to be glad you have it when your kid comes home with something, right? So you want to kick it to the curb pretty quickly and help keep everyone else safe. Keep everyone else well, and now you know how to use coconut oil to help keep them safe. And then the next thing that we like to offer is the Natural Solutions Kit. This is a larger kit. It's not the largest kit that doTERRA has, so if you're looking for something bigger or you want to start a business and you want to do what we're doing, then we want to help you with that. But we started with this kit, and I have such a strong belief in the way that it works to help take the toxic things in your house and replace it with something better, that this would be like a lifestyle kit for you. So you would take a look at the Natural Solutions Kit and you would actually start using the supplements that are there right away and getting that gut health in order. It has the Terrazyme, it has the probiotic that we talked about. You swap out your hand soap, your toothpaste, the shower stuff that you're using. everything we're putting on our skin is being absorbed into our body. So you want to use what has the best ingredients, and it will give you a kickstart so that those oils are working even more effectively as you reduce that toxic load, right? This kit is my favorite because when you have a qualifying order the following month, which is about $100 in oils, you're going to either grow that stash or replace oils that you've used already or continue to use the supplements. Then that next month's order is going to get you $100 in free oils. It's why we love this kit. It's why I can sell the most of this kit, because it's something that changes your life. And if you're looking for a change, this is a great way to start. Both of these are incredible kits. I'd say that the Home Essentials is the most popular, and then the Natural Solutions is the one that I see the most results with. So if you're looking at these two kits, the promo for tonight is that any enrollment with either of these kits is going to come with a deep blue rub and then that smaller bottle of the deep blue oil. So both of these kits come with the oil. The larger kit comes with the deep blue rub and the oil, but you're going to get extras of these. And if you work in the garden, if you work out, if you have small children that you're wearing around, this used to be in my baby bag, my diaper bag. This is great for shoulders, knees, fingers, wrists. This is a great oil to have that you will always be glad that you have in your, like right under the sink, ready when you need it. So this is the promo for the month. You're going to get it with either one of those kits. If you want a larger kit, we can totally talk with you about the Diamond or the Every Oil kit. But there's nothing wrong with starting with what you will use and then growing your stash over time. So something that's helpful to know about a membership is that it's like Costco or Sam's Club. You are not obligated to order every month or a minimum to keep your wholesale membership. Really think of it as this. $35 gets you a wholesale membership and you get what you want when you want it. No minimum required and no monthly purchase required for you to keep that 25% off retail for 12 months. Most people start with the kits that I described. That $35 membership fee is already included in the price, and then you get extra bundled discounts because it's already a kit that's prepared. So get started. If someone else told you about tonight's event, go back to them and they'll help you get started. If you're getting started with us, then send us an email or go ahead and go to our website, which is doterra.com/bettertogether. Here's what I don't recommend. Please do not start with a $35 membership only and not buy any oils. I would rather you wait, have a chat with us about what oils will be most helpful, but do not start with $35 because then you are just paying for the shipping of paper to your house. We want you to have a really awesome experience with doTERRA, and we will help you find the best fit for you as you get started. This is something we do every day, guys. Every day we are on the phone with people helping them find the oils that we need. This Monday night is support for you. We don't care whose team you're on, as long as you are learning how to use oils and getting better solutions in your hand. That is the goal. So you don't have to join our team. If you're already working with someone, stick with them. But if you're not, we really think our team is the best. We offer the best support. We have the best people. You've heard from so many of them in the chat already. And we have the coolest conversations about moringa and about milk. Like, this is just a great place to be. So definitely come back every Monday night. This is what we're here for, is to support you guys as you take the next step. Because no journey ever began in the middle or toward the end. It always started at this very first day and this very first step. And our job is just to guide you. So Bo is going to look up our list for all of you stronger winners. This is the last chance for you to get your name into our drawing. And then we're going to send this to one of you guys this week. So make sure you've got it in at
you have to scoot it.
Better Together.
Every time I go up there,
I say crisscross applesauce.
You take my spot.
I do.
But that's okay. I'll get cut.
So bettertogetherlife.com/giveaway.
You put me on the spot. I wasn't ready.
You weren't ready, but that's okay. We're preparing freebies. People love to wait for freebies.
Yes. Okay. Well, here, let me do it one more last. Well, I'm gonna do it.
I feel like I should give you a conversation, a topic. Talk amongst yourselves.
It's very possible.
A peanut is neither a pea nor a nut. Discuss.
Discuss. Like butter.
Like butter.
Okay. Here we go. 2, 3. Okay, there we go. Yep. Generate.
All right.
2.
Go back.
So from here. Oh, wait. I don't know if she's.
I don't think she's on anymore. All right, we'll go from the top down instead. All right, Natasha. Natasha, I don't think I could say your email if I tried. Tashan.
Yeah, you know who you are.
So, Natasha, you know what's up. Go ahead and email us at bettertogetherlife@gmail.com, and then we're going to send you this Kids Stronger blend. This is my favorite blend for immune support. It works for grown-ups too. It actually worked for me just a couple of weeks ago. I was using that right here to alleviate some tension and some uncomfortable swallowing that I had going on. I think it's a phenomenal blend.
Okay, if you have any questions, I'll just put our email down there. Rockablades, you asked, I think, about that. Just bettertogetherlife@gmail.com.
Yep.
Pretty simple.
bettertogetherlife@gmail.com.
Yep.
So keep these questions coming. Now remember, next week we're going to be right back here. We'll have something else to give away. You guys can enter the giveaway all the times. If you won it already, don't enter. But that's like it, guys. Like every Monday. There's one more thing for you guys to get plugged into.
Can't have double winners?
I don't think so. I think because of what I'm about to tell them.
Okay.
But you were the one who encouraged me to do this next thing.
Okay.
So here's another place for you guys to win big, but also win big by plugging into our community.
Yes.
So if you are not working with someone else, and I hate to caveat this, Monday nights is for anybody, right? If you're not working with somebody else or you're already a part of our team, then on Facebook, go to It Is Well, Better Together, Oils and More. Now be honest, and we're going to trust you because you guys are honest people. But only join that group if you're not working with someone already. We're doing 30 days of giveaways. So every day for the month, I know Bo was like, seriously, 30? And he was like, just do it. So for the month.
That's a lot of shipping.
For the month of April, we're giving away 30 different oils, one each day. Some people in that group are already customers and part of our team. They're going to help plug you into the culture, what we're all about at Better Together Life. And then some people haven't gotten their oils yet, and you just love to learn more. You're on the fence, and you don't want to be pressured into anything. So come to that group. It Is Well, Better Together, Oils and More. And that's where you're going to find a 30 days of giveaways. So come here on Monday nights. If you have one already on a Monday night, don't re-enter. It's fine. But if you have, then come to 30 days of giveaways. You guys are going to be able to participate in our chats every day going on, and then win some free stuff. We're giving away. There'll be 30 winners there, guys. Plus Monday nights. I think it feels pretty good. So I don't know. Do you have something to say left?
No.
You guys are awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, Drew, we do know the topic for next week. So next week is hormones for your whole family, essential oils and hormones for the whole family. I've been researching this a lot since I got to listen to a really phenomenal speaker on this in the beginning of March. But we'd been researching this for about a month and a half ahead of that. And I think we've got some really great stuff to bring for you. So here's how you guys can make this even better. Come next week, if we hit 50 people on this live, then we're going to give away 2 things. So this week we only gave away 1, but if we hit 50 people on live, then we're getting this message out to more people. More people are gaining access to the tools that are going to help them feel better, and you guys are a part of that. So tell your friends about Monday Night Live. Bring them here. Let them just hear what this is all about. Hear our team in the comments. Become a part of our team. Make a difference. Just helping people feel better is what we do.
Yeah.
So if you need that, come back next Monday. We're all about this physical and financial healing through doTERRA. It's what our team does. How do you get into the group? All you do, Rockablades, is just go to Facebook, type in It Is Well, Better Together, Oils and More.
Type it.
Okay.
The title.
You know what? I might be able to grab a link. Let me grab a link for you guys real quick.
I know I can do it with Shed the House. So
yeah. It is well.
Surprised it's not in your shortcuts.
I don't even know how to use shortcuts. That's what I pay you for.
No, it's just that thing.
Oh, it just pops up?
I mean, mine. I mean, if you go to it enough,
It is well.
just means.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, here it is, guys. Link to the group.
Rocket Blades, I will go back and look. I had to step away with the kids. If you put it in there, then I'm sure that I got it. So, yes, I'll go over there and I'll sub and check you out. Thank you.
Yeah, absolutely.
Appreciate it, man.
Casey, I'm so glad you're on. I know your schedule is bananas, and I'm really thrilled you gave us your time tonight.
Do you know Casey?
Yes, Casey just enrolled with us. She is, I think you're in the NICU nurse, right? Is that where you are now, Casey? She's in
H-Town?
Yes, in Houston.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ooh. She just took a job at Texas. I'm probably telling more than you want me to. So, yes, Casey is a nurse, and she has the coolest conversation about oils and kind of like revamping healthcare, and she's pretty awesome.
Awesome.
So I'm super
so
stoked.
Glad. Thank you.
Okay, good. I'm glad it's okay. I was like, dang it, I'm gonna have to erase this video. Yeah, so it's on. It is on Facebook. Rocket Blades, no problem.
Yeah.
All right. So, like we said, guys, we really believe this, and it may be cheesy, but we don't need a billion people here. We just need the people who care, because our audience is you, and what we do has to serve you. Otherwise, there's no point in being here. So we do think it's better together because you are here. Thank you for sharing your time with us. Your ideas. Oh my gosh, this whole conversation about holistic health, not just essential oils, but that's what it's about. So check it out on Facebook. Come back here next Monday night. Tell your friends. Make sure they're liking and subscribing so they can get the updates, the alerts about every time we have a Monday Night Live. And we probably should do some live in the next couple of weeks after we get our eggs hatched. What do you think?
Yeah. We need
some Homestead.
We'll be doing some more just like, we're doing all the things. All the things. We're here. This is the exciting part of it.
All right, guys. Thanks so much. It is 9:45. We started an hour and 40 minutes ago, and it is time to go to bed. So y'all have a great night. We're about to break the news to these children that their movie is over. So.
Yep.
May the odds be ever in your favor.